But honestly, guys, yeah, it has been a lot of fun. Thanks for just thanks to all of our fans and stuff. Thanks for being a good audience, and I've had a lot of fun doing this. So, see you guys.
I'd like to thank all three of you for coming out tonight. This is really a great showing. I appreciate it. I took a trip to the great city of New York last week. I'd like to tell you all about that. First thing I noticed was that no one there knows how to drive for shit. I stepped off the plane at LaGuardia into the taxi. I paid $30 for the fare and $20 for life insurance, and every dime was well spent. It took us, kid you not, 40 minutes to drive the 6 miles from LaGuardia to my hotel. And I nearly died. I lost count. I ran out of fingers. What the hell is going on? At one point, we're going down the street. We stop at a red light. There's a cop car behind us. There's bikes passing me, not in a lane, just kind of, chilling out, just vibing. And then a fire truck turns corner in front of us, starts heading towards me. This is a one-lane, one-way street. What's going on here? How did I get out of this? I have no clue, okay? But somehow we get to the next red light, and a bicyclist just stops, okay, just next to me, and he just kind of knocks on the window, So I roll it down because I'm a trusting person like that. And he goes, hey, I'm your Uber Eats driver. Here's your pizza. It's just laying on his palm. I wish I was kidding. First off, I just got here, okay? Secondly, I'm in a cab. There's no way in hell you found me. And third, is anyone here from New York? No? Okay, I'm sorry. Your pizza's shit, okay? It's like they make it on the crust of the crust, okay? The last time I saw something that dry, I'd bring up a bottle of lube, all right? It's terrible. 2 years ago, I read a study saying that New York, despite being one of the richest cities in the world, also has one of the highest suicide rates. That made no sense to me at the time, but now I kind of get it, because if that was my city's delicacy, I might take a long walk up a tall roof as well. It's not good. There's a reason they sell it for $1 a slice, because they're about this close to paying customers to buy that shit. It's not, I don't get it. Anyway, back to the taxi ride. So we get through this somehow. We stop at the hotel. I pay the taxi driver. I thank God. I step out of the car, and he takes off. And y'all are just like, well, yes, it's a taxi. That's how that works. But no, because he had my luggage in the trunk, and he just left. So I had to sprint after this Prius, going 7 miles an hour. And I just had to kind of just give it a little spank, you're taking my shit. I need that back. Then he stops in the middle of rush hour traffic, and he starts shouting at me. This is my fault. That's fine, I guess, sure, I'll take it. So I take my stuff, wish him a very long, happy life, showing the people that he loves, run across 2 lanes of traffic, and I realize he dropped me off a mile away from where I tried to get to. And this man was driving for almost an hour, I have an extra life, and he still fucked it up. This is his job, he's a professional, how did we get here? Especially in New York, of all cities. New York gets one compliment as a treat, okay? And that's the fact, the way that their streets are labeled is fantastic. Around here, nothing makes sense. Who the fuck is Martin Jishke? What does it have to do with State Street? What the hell is a Sagamore? Okay? None of this makes sense. In New York, you're on 10th and 10th. The way it works, it's when math peaked in the 2nd grade before they added multiplication and shit. It's perfect. You start here, you go there, you walk, you count, you run out of fingers. It's perfect, okay? And you still mess it up. But I got to the hotel eventually, and it was right on Times Square. And I have a couple things I want to say about Times Square. First off, it all smells like weed. It's one huge hot box. It's terrible. Which is interesting because I didn't see anyone actually smoking weed. What I did see were 18 cop cars in a 2-block radius, all of them with tinted windows. Now, I'm not saying that our best and brightest, New York's finest, our boys in blue with the thin blue line, I'm not saying they're rolling fat doinks on Tuesday night getting litty as a titty on the taxpayer's dime. I'm just saying that I don't know who else is going to do that, okay? I've not met a stoner yet that is bold enough, brave enough, courageous enough, fucking stupid enough to roll a fat one when NYPD headquarters is also on Times Square. No, if you're not a cop, they don't even throw you in the cruiser. They just say yeah, it's 2 doors down on the left. You know where it's at, they'll process you. Meanwhile, if you're wearing a badge, that's just waste disposal, right? That's just you're doing the janitors a favor. And your officer's not out enforcing traffic laws, so you might as well do something else on Tuesday nights. That's all I got, thanks.
Okay. Well, here we are. I don't know. It's with all the stuff that's happening right now, it's somewhat arousing, in the world. I don't mean sexually, it's just my interest is piqued, before this whole thing happened, I still believe that if you looked at the population of the entire world as a whole, you will realize that most people don't really need to exist. If you really think about it, you know? Like, I personally think that like 500 million people could run society the way it is right now. I feel like half of you in this room don't need to be here. Like, if I could just like divide it right there. All right, you guys are cool. I don't know what to tell you guys. You brought this upon yourself, you know? It's just, I mean, you can walk up to like anybody on campus like right now and be like, all right, man, what were you put on this earth to do? What is your purpose, right? And I'll just be like, I'm like a business major and I'm minoring in communications, and I also have a dog named Bailey. And it's just like, there's like a million people like you, man. You don't need to live. Just take a long walk into the ocean, you know? I'm sorry, Chance. I already wrote that down. I know you said something similar.
You're good.
Said.
You're good. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I've developed like a strict criteria for this eugenics program. You know, if you're Indian or Chinese, you're already out. You're done. There's too many of us. Okay, we need to cut that down. Like literally, I feel like if we all just disappeared, that's like a quarter of the population. We're fine. If you have a playlist called Chill Vibes, just go fuck yourself, and then second of all, please like die. It's like you're just like sitting in the car like, yo, bro, do you like Frank Ocean? Dude, click on my like Chill Vibes 2018 playlist, dude. Fuck, bro, that shit's so lit. Cue that shit up, dude. It's like, oh, and if you're under 5'2", male or female, you're done. You're already out. You're literally a walking traffic cone at this point. And yes, I do mean little people as well. All right, I'm not comfortable with that amount of muscle in like that small of a space. You know, you stretch like a dwarf out, they're literally just Arnold Schwarzenegger, bro. Like, I'm serious. This set is going horrible. Is it a crime to shit yourself in public? Like on purpose, you know? It's like, it's a crime to be naked, and it's a crime to like poop on other things or people. But like on yourself, I don't know, you know, honestly. Like if that was a rule, how would they enforce it? It's like, hey, somebody stop him. He's shitting in his goddamn pants. How am I supposed to stop him, bro? How? I just go over, plug his shit up. Like headline reads, Good Samaritan plugs criminal's anus or something. I don't know. Just, I feel like cops would have it the worst. It's like, all dispatch be advised. I arrested a man just now. He was defecating on himself while watching The Secret Life of Pets 2 in theaters. At first we thought it was one of the kids who did it, so we lined all of them up and did a cavity search. We quickly figured out it was not him because we saw a trail of feces go out the door, and we found him at a CVS, and he was trying to buy toilet paper, and there was none of it. Thank you. All right, that's all. Wait a second. How am I good on time? What?
Yeah, it's 2 minutes.
I think there's time for one more joke.
Absolutely. Do you have one?
No.
Okay.
I'll retell some old jokes just for you guys. You know, I watch a lot of infomercials, right? Not because I want to, it's because like my parents like still pay for cable, right? And like the late night shit is hilarious because it's always like, there's always medical commercials, right? And it's just, it's so weird. It's just like two people doing this mundane activity, right? And then like they're both old for some reason. And just like one dude is just like cutting wood and the other's just like, I don't know, screwing in screwdrivers or some shit. And the one guy just stops, puts down a screwdriver, and he's just like, ugh. And the guy's like, what's wrong, Bill? And he's just like, my hemorrhoids are out of control. I swear to Christ, man. Blood just can't stop dripping out of my anus. Last time we went to see Sally's school play, I got blood all over the seat. It became a congealed mess, and I had to change in front of everybody. And then I blamed it on my wife, told her she had an early period, and now everybody's making fun of her. It's like, what you need is some hemorrhoid cream. And he pulls out like an already full like tube of hemorrhoid cream. He's like, here, let me apply this for you. Pulls down his pants, fucking rubs it all over his puckered anus. And the guy's like, wow, it tingles. It's like, that's because it's working. How much time left?
40 seconds.
Think I can fit a one-liner in there?
No.
No.
Yeah, this is
so bad. All right, that's enough for today. Thank you for watching.
Hey everybody, like you said, this is my first time, and I've been wanting to do it for a while. I was always a bit too nervous, but I figured now it's now or never. I'll try not to say anything. I mean, it's a fact. But I guess it's like, you know, I'm gonna try not to say anything too controversial. But I think what America really needs is a World War III. I think if we're being honest, I mean, it sounds bad because there's a huge loss of life with that, and then the entire world has changed. But let's be honest, I think all American citizens secretly want this. I mean, think back to World War II, just whenever we're hearing about it in the history class. It's like, it's perfect. You got these villains out overseas, they're almost taking over, and then we swoop in as the absolute heroes. We take them out, everybody loves us. And I feel like we've been wanting this for a while. Like, we look at some of the dictators out in the world, but they don't compare. And so it's like every time, you know, I can tell this is going really badly. I'm gonna finish.
No, you're good.
It's like
You're
every
good,
time that like other countries start to make fun of us. I know me personally, I think we all do. We're just secretly thinking it's like, you know, just wait until Hitler 2 comes up. Just wait. Then you'll want us. Then you'll want us. All right, let's get out of that set real quick. All right. So, I think the entire millennial generation is a bit weird, if we're being honest. Like, the entire generation, at least if I go off of Twitter, because I don't talk to them, but if you go off of Twitter, they're like all depressed. And they're all talking about how they're all depressed. And I don't think it's that their lives now are bad. I think it's that, like, back when they were kids, you know, they were the one generation whose childhood didn't suck. Like, they didn't have to go out to war, they didn't have to go to the coal mines, no black lung, no PTSD. You know, they just sit back and they're watching TMNT and eating cereal, and they're like, this is great, this is what life is. And then you get older. And it's like, how do you go from living like the ideal perfect life to then just, you know, working a desk job? Like, that's gonna give anybody depression. Whereas, you know, like before it's like, oh, I used to have to work in the mine, you know, 12 hours a day, but now I just have to work in the textile mill 10 hours a day. This is perfect. Life is peaked. I'm good. I am good. You know? And, you know, it was so good back then that Disney's whole marketing scheme right now is just like, remember? Remember Aladdin? You like that? Here, take it again. Take it again. Remember how you were happy then? You want to watch this movie? It's not going to make you happy, but, you know, just do it anyway. Anyway, yeah. You know, I was hoping I would do well at this. You know, if you think that you're good at something, what you need to do is you need to get a girlfriend, because they will then tell you that you are nowhere near as good as you think that you are. Like, maybe that's just me. Like, I used to think that I was good at driving, you know. I used to think that, like, everybody slammed on the brakes whenever they got to a red light. But, you know, after a couple of times of driving around with me, she's like, you know, you're not a good driver. I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, we almost wrecked 4 times getting here. I'm like, yeah, like, you don't do that? Yeah. I mean, I thought everybody needs like an empty space on either side in the parking lot in order to like park safely. But no, I guess that's just me. Other people are somehow like maneuvering in between the cars. You guys are doing that? You made them money? Like, what happens if, like, I can't do that. Anyway, it's like, but the way that she found for me to drive safely is to actually cross stitch while I'm in the car. Because it's like, if I think it's like, oh, if I mess up, then like a needle is going through her eye, I guess I'll drive safer now. Anyway, I don't have a way to end this. Glad I can make it to this one. Bye.
Hi off. feeling. Yeah, that mic probably got corona on it right now, the little mic stand. But yeah, like everybody like tripping about corona, like, oh, this is like the worst thing ever. Like people are dying. Like I think corona, and if you really think about it, it's like it's pretty cool because you get to see like people tendencies. Like people walk around like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start washing my hands. Like start washing your hands. Like, you're 22 years old. Like when you is gonna start washing your hands? Like it's just not something new you should be doing. Or people like, oh, you know, when I cough now, I'm gonna start coughing in my elbow. Like, what the fuck have you been doing? Like, I went to my Paul class over in Lilly. Teacher's talking, and this dude, he just coughing, right? Most people, if you decent and you were raised properly, you cough in your elbow, because, you know, you a decent person. This motherfucker coughing like this. Sorry, bro. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you don't got like no home training? Like, I'm healthy, but shit, like, you don't gotta predispose me or nothing like that. Like, and it's just crazy because, you know, like, if y'all from Indiana, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are, unfortunately. Like, you know, like, this like the Bible Belt, so, like, everybody, like, pray everything away, like, Penn saying, pray the gay away, pray all this other stuff. So it's like, everybody like, oh, I'm gonna pray on it. I have an immune disease, I'm gonna pray on it. I'm gonna go to Cancun as well. I was like, okay. I said, you gonna see God real soon. It was like, he has my back. Yeah, he gonna have your back when you know, dying. It's all good. Like people just got this misconception that you can just pray everything away. Like, oh, well, you know, this is a bad thing, but you know, I've been a good person and everything's gonna work out. I was like, I know good people die every day. I was like, these germs don't give a fuck that you pray or you got a book or you read Corinthians 9:4-9. Like, it's gonna get your ass. It's okay. But like them canceling classes though, to be honest with you, me personally, I'm a senior too. I feel you, but I've been ready to leave this bitch since after BGR. Cause this shit has been like a roller coaster, just been going up and up and up. And then as soon as the first exams hit, like damn. Like I didn't see low grades like this until I took my first exam. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this shit no more. I should have left. But they're talking about, yeah, we're gonna bring everybody back. Like no one's gonna bring coronavirus. Shit. You think people really gonna come back and be like, you know what? I feel ill. I'm not gonna bring my sickness to campus. It only take one sick ass person to come over here like, shit, I'm gonna fuck shit up. Can I get some lamb in Windsor, please? Can you please put that on my plate? And people are like, oh, I'm gonna come back. It doesn't really matter. I was like, do y'all really want to be stuck on campus as it is quarantine? People are like, oh, they're not gonna keep me on campus. Like, what do you think is special? You think they're gonna just let you leave and just spread all that bullshit around? It's just like, what are y'all talking about? And then people are like, oh man, I'm gonna cancel my trip. And they're like, are you gonna cancel your Florida trip? No. Like, why would I do some dumb shit like that? They're like, well, you could be a carrier, you could hurt people with these immune diseases. I'm like, white people hurt black people all the time. And last time I checked, when I looked, not too many black people getting it. And they're like, well, we're praying on it. I was like, what if your prayers are the reason why we got this shit going on? Because in my brain, what I'm thinking, right, you got God and Jesus talking to each other. And Jesus like, hey, Dad, come here real quick. He's like, look what's going on down here. He said, when did white people start taking over? He said, last time I checked, I had black people doing everything. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna help them out. Let's sprinkle some of this corona shit over here. Sprinkle this shit over here. Put it in the suburbs. Put it in a couple college campuses. Definitely put it in a couple Starbucks because them peppermint patties been tripping. So after we sprinkle it around, we gonna be all right. So it's interesting, like, cause I'm going to Orlando, like I said, and it's like real crazy. Cause I'm thinking about it. My whole vacation is set on Universal. So if Universal fucked up, I'm fucked up. So I'm just got my fingers crossed. I'm like looking at Twitter like every day, just like looking to see what's going on. And then people are like, oh, this is so sad. And then like every like 5, oh, I can't go to Universal. It's like a video of like people just going straight in the line. So I'm just like, shit, fuck it. Like if I see a little line, I'm just gonna start bending over and coughing like, can you let me in front, please? I'm trying to get there. Get us up. Appreciate you, dog. Like, all right, let's take off. Let's go. Let's take off. But the real crazy thing is like I don't know how this like airport thing gonna work, cause you know how you gotta do like the reindeer shuttle to like get to the airport. I don't know if you're going to O'Hare or like Indianapolis. I'm going to Indianapolis, and I'm just thinking like I said, I don't got no like immune disease or nothing like that. But I'm just saying like I don't want to take the chance on that shit. Like I said. So somebody cough around me, minute. If somebody cough around me, it's a problem. Like, I think the one way we should stop it before we get like a vaccine or anything like that, like stomp out Corona 2020. Like, real talk. It's like if you see somebody coughing, stomp their ass up. Like, it's real simple. Like, it ain't gonna be no, oh, are you okay? Nah, beat their ass right there on the side. They put your life in jeopardy. Joe Rogan had somebody on his podcast talking about, oh, if you breathe it in, you're fucked. So if you put my life in danger, you definitely deserve to get stomped out off the rip. It was like, if you fuck my life up, all 30 of us gonna fuck your life up right here in front of everybody else. So I hope y'all don't got no immune diseases, anything like that. If you do, R.I.P. Hope you have a good time. And I'm about to go get some hand sanitizer, so appreciate it.
All right, so I didn't really have a traditional routine planned out, so I'm just going to tell you guys a funny story that happened to me. I'm going to preface this with two things. One, this is a 100% true story that legitimately happened to me. This is not made up for the sake of comedy. And two, because this is real, I'm going to change some names for the sake of anonymity. So the story starts with my friend, we'll call her Alice for this is the story. And she's swiping through Tinder. Swipe, she matches with this guy, and we'll call him Bob. And she starts talking back and forth with Bob, getting to know each other. And she's thinking, I'm not so sure about this guy. He's a little bit weird. And Bob says, oh yeah, I matched with a pretty girl. Fuck yeah, I'm already in. So what does my friend Alice do when you find someone on Tinder who's a little bit questionable? Well, obviously, you add him to your group chat of 20 friends so they can evaluate him too. So that's how I had the pleasure of getting to know Bob. And let me tell you, he's a bit of a weird guy. See, I guess from his perspective, he matches with some hot girl on Tinder, and you already think you're in if she has the decency to respond to you. And on top of that, she adds him to a group chat of friends, so he's like, oh, fuck yeah, sex freaks. So, yeah, Bob's a bit of a weirdo, and we're talking back and forth with him. And we keep trying to tell Bob, no, this is a bit of a mistake, but he's not getting it. And he keeps going back and forth. We're trying to tell Alice, I think you gotta get rid of this guy. He's too weird. He's not good enough for you. None of them are hearing it. They don't want to hear it. So this is what happens. We tell Bob, all right, you've caught us. We're secretly a group of sex freaks, and we regularly host orgies in the Krawchuk pool every 5 a.m., every Thursday at 5 a.m. And he's like, all right, I'm down. Yeah, so we tell him Thursday, 5 a.m., show up. I wake up that next Thursday morning, the group chat's popping off. So I open it, and there it is. There's a picture of the Krawchuk pool, and there's nobody in it, and Bob's all pissed off. Like, where are you guys? I thought you'd be here. And that was about the last straw before we kicked him out. And you'd think that'd be the end of the story, but like my friend Billy Mays said, but wait, there's more. A few months later, Alice is bored again. She's swiping right through Tinder, and she finds Bob, and she says, you know what, it's the weird guy who thought we were all sex freaks. It's really gullible. Swipe right. And Bob finds her, and he says, hey, it's that one girl who thought we'd have a really fun orgy, and she ghosted me. Swipe right. So they match again, and we all had the pleasure of reading this conversation as Alice related to us. But she says, hey, I remember you. And Bob says, hey, I remember you too. Want to hook up? And he says, well, we can't hook up in my room because my roommates never give me any space. And she says, yeah, you can't do it in my room either. Have you ever had car sex? And she says, no, I haven't. Well, what kind of car do you have? Well, I have a Nissan. Why does it matter? I was just wondering, how many people can it fit? Well, okay, what kind of car do you have? And she says, I have a Honda. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. And yeah, that's what happened. That's the story. Time do I have left?
Yeah, like 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay, cool. Let's tell some jokes I haven't rehearsed. Cardinal sin, I know. Yeah, one of the things we do with the Comedy Club is we have workshops where we just try and share ideas we have and improve them into full bits. And sometimes that works, sometimes it's more just us ripping on stupid ideas. like debating which is better, being circumcised or uncircumcised. Like on the one hand, there's genetic benefits to being uncircumcised. Like, say you can just like pull the skin forward and hold it shut. Like, hey, free water balloon. Or you can always get unlimited cream cheese. But like, let's be honest, that shit's ugly. It looks like E.T. wearing a shawl. Like, gonna meet someone, just pull your hand out of your sleeve. Hi, nice to meet you. What else? I think the way to make politics a lot more interesting. Now, I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm not going to push an agenda, but I think if we wanted to make politics and political debates more interesting, we just turn it into wrestling. It's like in this corner, defending his title, weighing in at 234 pounds, Donald Trump. And in this corner, weighing in at 420 pounds, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Like, that's a surefire way to make The Rock president. Like, it'd be over overnight. But like, that's this, everybody knows wrestling's fake, so if we turn political debates into wrestling, it'd already be scripted. Wait, politics already is scripted, it's completely fake. Well, that's why I don't do improv, I'm sorry. I'm gonna call it there.
Yo, what it do? Last open mic, possibly. Oh, that sucks, but it is what it is. So I'd like to start off and talk about cancer, you know? I really hate cancer. Cancer is very bad. I hate all forms of cancer. Liver cancer, you know, lung cancer, breast cancer, all that. Cancer has taken a lot of good friends and some family members. Pretty sure for some of you too, you know. With that being said, I fucking love coronavirus, you know what I mean? I am grateful for coronavirus. Coronavirus is amazing. Like, coronavirus is the reason that we don't have to show up anymore, so I'm cool with it. And really, it's not that scary, you know what I mean? Like, for me, it's not that scary, but if you're like 60 or if you have some sort of immune disease problem, you know, you're fucked, you're dead, right? There's nothing I can do about it. But for me, it's not scary at all. But something that is scary is that COVID-19 shit. What the fuck is that? If someone says that they're dying of coronavirus, I'm like, oh, damn. Oh, well, sorry, you know. COVID-19? My nigga, what the fuck? Like, that sounds like this is the fucking Terminator after you or some shit. No, but it is my birthday, though. Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm turning 19. Yeah, and I'm a youngin'. So, I mean, since this is my birthday, I have a special request for y'all. And you can really let me know if it's too much, you know, going overboard or anything, but I was thinking we take my hat and just sort of like pass it around and everybody put their name in it. And we draw somebody's name from the hat, and that lucky winner gets to suck my dick! Would anybody like to volunteer as tribute? Thank you! Okay, how about this? We play a game. The next person not to laugh at one of my jokes has to suck my dick. How about that? There we go. Oh, fuck. What am I gonna talk about? Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, well, we're talking about sex. Okay, let's talk about how weird sex is, you know? In a sense, sex is sort of like stand-up comedy, you know what I mean? Like, let me explain that. Okay, so stand-up comedy, my goal is to make you all laugh, right? Okay? In sex, my goal is to make the girl come. I guess, you know what I mean? Except the difference is, in stand-up comedy, if I don't make you all laugh, I feel fucked up at the end of the day. In sex, if I don't make the girl come, sorry, oh well, you know? Cry me a river, damn it. No, but like something weird about sex is that something weird. What the fuck was I gonna say? Jesus Christ. No, something weird about sex is like everything that you require from a man. I mean, the girl wants a 10-inch dick, or fucking want me to last for 20 minutes, only make her come 3 times. You know, it's like, it's getting unrealistic. When it comes to sex, I'm like LeBron James, right? I'm not saying that I'm the greatest fucker of all time or anything like that, right? What I'm saying is, in basketball, In a close game, the last 3 to 5 minutes is called the clutch. And I'm fucking amazing in the clutch, just like LeBron James, right? So I only last about 3 to 5 minutes. So in the clutch, I'll give you 3 to 5 minutes of fucking beautiful sex. I mean, like just fucking going at it, goddammit. Fucking the Mario coins out of you, you know? But if I last any longer than that, by the grace of God, it's not gonna be fucking useful. You know, I'm gonna be switching positions, doing bullshit that doesn't really matter, you know? But honestly, I didn't have that much prepared. I was really busy. So I got one last joke for y'all. Okay, you ready for it? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mr. Cow.
Mr. Cow.
Moo. That was my last joke. And not all of you laughed at it. So the ones that didn't laugh have to suck my dick. Thank you for having me. My go to name Franko.
I don't know if you guys have heard about the coronavirus, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the coronavirus. If the coronavirus doesn't go back, I'm going on strike. You'll never hear a joke from me again, as long as there's a coronavirus. I'm gonna make a billboard and I'll walk around town square and protest of the coronavirus. Then maybe we'll get some results. I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling very nostalgic recently. I remember all sorts of things from my youth that have sort of lost their luster as I grew older. I remember when I was younger, I was told that you can fill a car with gas. I said, gas? Kind of makes it sound like a car whips around like a balloon. And then I learned that the gas is a liquid. I thought that was interesting. Thank you for coming to my end of the world special. This is the last stand-up act ever.